Hey everyone, happy Monday. Come on in, get comfortable, get situated. We're going to get started in just a moment here. So come on in and let's get started. Hello everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. We're going to get started in just a moment. We're going to be discussing our goals for 2025. So hopefully you guys have started making your plans or your goals that you want to accomplish. We're going to talk about those tonight. Hey everyone, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you all. Miss Sutton, welcome in. Good to see you. Walkie Leisha, welcome in. Over it, welcome in. Thank you so much. Sugar Babe, welcome in. Good to see you guys. So welcome in. 662, welcome in, hon. Uh-oh. So hey you guys, welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday weekend. And hey Jazzy, welcome in. Thank you for that raid. Fantastic set. Hey Steel, welcome in. So I hope you guys had a wonderful week and holiday weekend. I took most of the week off last week. Hey Greg Flowers, welcome in. So I hope you guys enjoyed and was out in those streets being safe if you was out. Um, Glad to have you guys here. And today we're talking about our 2025 goals and plans. Um, and I do hope that you guys have started making your plans for 2025 because we're in December. So January the 1st will be here in no time, right? Right around the corner. So hopefully you guys have started making your plans for the new year already. So one of the things that I always talk about when I talk about um, setting our goals is making sure that we're making smart goals. We want to make sure that our goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time based. That is always the key to when you're making goals, setting goals. So I don't set resolutions. I set goals um, because they're more specific, more detailed, and more easily to accomplish than setting a resolution. So, so when you guys are setting your goals, if you haven't started already, make sure they're specific, they're measurable, attainable, relevant, and time based. Those are all key. So some of my goals will take all year to accomplish because it's a 365 goal. So some of my goals won't be completed until December 31st. Some will be done earlier in the year. So you just have to make sure you know when you plan to accomplish your goals. Okay, so all of that is key. So as we go through the night, I want you guys to share with me some of your goals for 2025. Um, Put it in the chat. What are some of the things that you're planning to do in the upcoming year? Um, so I'm really interested to see what you guys have planned. When you share your goals, that also makes you accountable for your goal. So we all need to be held accountable for what we plan to do. So share. Sharing helps make you accountable for what you plan to do. Um, it does help. Some things I still kind of slacking on, but it does help when you talk about it and make yourself accountable and allow others to hold you accountable to it as well. Okay? Um, so one of my goals I have for the year is a 365-day reading challenge. So it is my plan to read every day of the year, whether it's a chapter or a couple of pages. But it is my goal to read every day of the year. So I'm slacking this year. I'm not reading every day. I'm giving my brain a rest. No Destiny tonight. Destiny is tomorrow. Destiny is tomorrow. Now, we'll see how we are on time, but more than likely, Destiny will be tomorrow. I did keep it short tonight. That way, if we have time, I could give you guys a little bit of Destiny. I know y'all eager to see what Destiny is about to get into. I know y'all are. So, so it is my plan to read every day of the year for 2025. So there are different reading challenges that can help you reach your reading goal, depending on what your goal may be when it comes to reading. You can read by genres. You can read by specific words and titles, specific themes, whatever interests you. Me, my reading genre is so wide that I just pick a book and start reading. Sometimes I want a short book that I can read in a day or two. Sometimes a longer book that might take the whole week. Chasing Destiny, for example, even though that's a longer book, like 500 pages almost, I could still finish that in like a day or two, depending on what else I got going on. I could finish that kind of quick. So it just depends on you, your reading style, and what your goal is. So my goal is to read every day of the year. So in addition to that, so there's different ways to track your reading. You could track it digitally, like I do mine on Kindle, so it tracks it for me, so I don't have to do too much work. Some people use Goodreads and other apps to track it. If you prefer pen and paper, you could do pen and paper too. Old school, if that's what you choose. So with my reading challenge, I do plan to read 52 books. That's one book a week. So yeah, we're gonna see how that goes, because I have a lot of stuff to do. What's up, Might Be? Yeah, one book a week. So I don't plan to do too many long books. I plan to do average books. Not really short, but just average books. Like the ones you get at Walmart, the paperbacks. So that's my plan. See, I rather read a book. Is because when I read my books, it's like I'm watching a movie. Like as we're reading Chasing Destiny, I promise you, that's a movie in my head. I could see Destiny and Billy doing the stuff that they're doing. So like we just read about Destiny in Carmen's house. I see her banging the door with her helmet. I see her throwing her helmet at Carmen and hitting her in the back of her afro. I see Carmen wearing her wedding dress from 18 years ago. I could see it just as if I'm turning on the TV and watching a movie. I could see it. I've always been that way, especially if the author is very detailed in their writing. I could visualize it. And if I don't like the way they portray somebody, like how they look, like if their description of a character doesn't match the description that's on the cover of the book, I have my own what that person looked like. I have my own vision of what that person looks like. So yeah. So yeah. 52 books this year. That's my goal. So every day I'll be setting aside time to read prior to going to sleep. Because that's my time to read, is right before I go to sleep. So once I finish with y'all on Twitch, have my snack, I'm in the bed with my snack, my popcorn, or curled up on my couch with my popcorn, one or the other, and I'm reading, and then I go to bed. So 52 books, that's my goal. I don't even think I'm at 20 this year. So, yeah, I'm way behind this year. So, let me see. Let me see where I'm at, you guys. So, my first book will literally be done on January the 1st. It will be done on January the 1st. Because I'm already 20% of the way through the book. So, it'll be done on January the 1st. So, what is my insights telling me? So I'm doing pretty good. I might need to read some small books and I might make my goal. So my goal is 24 books. I'm at 18. So I might need to hold off on this one and read some short books. And then come back to this. That way I can finish it on January the 1st. I do sleep, sir. I sleep. You and KJ and Rock gonna leave me alone because I do sleep. I just don't sleep when y'all think I should be sleeping. So I do got to get my body back on track though, and start sleeping at night and not in the morning time. So yeah, I do have to do that. So another goal that I have is a 365 photo challenge. But I'm flipping the script a little bit this year. So instead of taking the photos, which I do plan to take more photos, that is my goal to increase my actual photos. I am actually working on my AI graphics. So I plan to do 365 worth of AI graphics. So an AI graphic a day. And I plan to do this by doing the photo a day challenges like this one. So she posts one every every month, like either a couple of days before or on the first day. So I plan to do that with AI graphics coming up this year. Do one a day at least. That's my plan. So I should have 365 AI graphics by the end of the year. So that's my plan, y'all. We're going to see how that works. We're going to see. Who knows? And I am going to increase my actual photography photos and start posting more of those again. I got to get back to that. And I plan to finish my training for cruise lines. I'm already certified with Carnival Cruises, so I'm working on my training for the Royal Caribbean Celebrity X, and I think the third one is Princess. So I'm working on the training for those right now. So I plan to. I'm getting fancy. No, I'm not getting fancy. I'm basic, Jazzy. I'm very basic. But I do plan to finish getting my certifications for the different cruise lines and book. I probably won't go on a cruise in 25, but I am planning to book cruise for 26 and 27 and 28. That's my plan. I do want to hit Royal Caribbean next for me. So if anybody want to go and we could do a group, let me know. Because Royal Caribbean is the next one on my list to go to hit up. And then Norwegian. Um, but we'll see how that goes. Because I do want to do an Alaskan cruise really bad. I really want to do an Alaskan cruise. And Norwegian has the most reasonable prices for Alaskan cruises. So we shall see. And they have singles cabins. I don't have to share with anybody. So yeah, there's that. I do plan to start working towards my 30-day world cruise. If it's enough people going, you get a discount as a group. But I'll make sure you get the best deal available, Jazzy. I'm not gonna robbery you. I'm not gonna penny pinch you. You know that. But yeah, that's my plan. Work on my 30-day world cruise, leaving out of Dubai and in Seattle, and then I'll fly from Seattle back home to Georgia. That'd be like 26 or 27. I hope anyway. I hope because that's like almost $10,000. It's gonna take me that long to pay for it. And I want to monetize my podcast, which in turn also means I need to podcast more. And I'm gonna need y'all to go check out my podcast on Spotify. I don't know how many of y'all, when I post my links, I don't know how many of y'all go check it out, but y'all need to go check out my podcast. Some of the podcast is from the interviews, and those only stay up for a limited amount of time, and then I take them down. So if you miss an interview, you will be able to catch it over there eventually. Like I haven't posted epics yet on my podcast. So his will be posted in a couple weeks on my podcast. But it'll only stay up there for a short while. But y'all need to go check out my podcast. And I do plan to monetize my podcast. I don't know if I'm going to monetize my blog yet. We'll see. And like I said, I do plan to podcast more. So I am working on a podcast topic list. So I'm still working on that list for 2025. I want to at least do one a week, at least. If I could do one a week, that's 52 podcasts, then I'll be great. But we'll see how that goes. So if you guys have a topic that you want me to talk about on my podcast, let me know. Let me know. And if it's something I can talk about, I'll make sure I get it in. So as you guys already know, I don't talk about uh, politics or religion. So those are two topics I will not talk about on my podcast. Other than that, we all good. And I plan to work on my self care, um, my internal self, those external things as well. So I plan to work on my self care a little bit more. I did pretty good this year, but I plan to do even better next year. So that's my plan. So I do have some things lined up, especially for my mental health status. So I do have like some things lined up to make sure that stays in place. But that's definitely something I have to work on. So I still working on my SMART goals, like how I plan to accomplish that. So I can't give you guys details on that yet because I'm still working on my detail lineup for that, on how to make that work for me. So yeah, there's that. Um. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It froze for a second. So self improvement. Again, I do plan to do a lot of self improvement. Every year, I have a couple of things that I like to work on to personally improve who I am. That's just me. I do, I try to have specific qualities or traits that I try to improve on. Like, I am a big procrastinator. I haven't really uh, pushed through on that one yet to where I feel like I want to be. I've gotten better, but like procrastination is like huge on my list. So yeah, I still got to work on procrastination. So I got to add in some details on how I plan to accomplish procrastination and what my end goal will look like when it comes to that. Because I'm big on procrastination. Over it already. You hear her? So, I already talked about cruises. I do plan to do a lot of local traveling. So, you might get your wish tonight. We might do some destiny. Um, you need a loan? I do too. I do too. So there are things I have to put in place in order for me to be able to travel more. And I plan to do it. I plan to, even like in my own state, um, there are things that I want to do in my own state. Heck, there's things I plan to do in my own city. Um, I plan to be a tourist in my own city, you know, but I do plan to branch out and to other cities in my state. And then, of course, you know I'm going to other states. Um, so, yeah, that's definitely my goal, is to travel more, worry less. But we're going to see how that works out. Because 662 be talking about me. I got to move my car more, according to him. Let's get one from Jazzy. Okay, that sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. I could do that. Jazzy, I need to travel long, sir. So yeah, definitely explore the world. So I do have we both coming to you, Jazzy. We both coming to you, sir. So I do have a number of other things I'm trying to work on, um, but I hadn't really put it into place yet. So some of it I can't officially talk about just yet. Um, but I have some business ventures I'm planning on working on. I know I talked to a few people about it um, to get some insight. So definitely plan to do that. Um, there's a couple of things with church I plan to improve on, like praying for Jazzy and 662 and KJ, my troublemakers. I plan to pray for y'all. Uh, um, Cruise. I'm supposed to be planning to go outside more, like go walking and stuff more. You guys, that's I'm not an outside person. I'm so not an outside person. I don't like to be outside. I really don't. Um, but we're gonna see how that works. Um, get me an indoor treadmill or something. I don't know, but I know I need to get out because that also plays a part in my photography. Because I'm working on street photography, food photography. So if you guys see a lot of food in 2025, don't judge me. Don't judge me because I'm working on food photography. Um, Restarting my photography business, like I said, and definitely my photography and well get back to really pushing my travel blog and my regular blog, my Let's Talk Life blog and my travel blog. Um, so the more I travel, that will play a part in my travel blog and things like that. So yeah, gotta work on it. At least I'm trying to. Trying. We'll see how that works. So, what are some of the goals that you guys have? So put it in the chat. Some of the goals that you guys have. Um, I am going to grab Chasing Destiny because it's not right next to me like normally. So, tell me, what are some of the goals that you guys have for 2025? I know I'm not the only one that have goals and plans for the new year.